everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you my foundation routine. Yes girl, I've been long overdue. I haven't done like an in-depth foundation routine where I just kind of talk about everything and go through every product one by one. I've been using this particular foundation for, I would say, a solid 2 to 3 months now, and I've been loving it. It is the Bare Minerals BarePro Performance Wear Liquid Foundation. This video is made in partnership with Bare Minerals. I'm really excited about this collab because I started using this foundation after they invited me to their launch party. So I actually started wearing this foundation before it even launched in stores. And when I first got this foundation, I was super excited because I love me some full coverage. And ladies, if you guys are looking for full coverage, 24-hour long wear foundation, this is the one. You guys have to watch to the end of this video just to see how it applies. I just absolutely love it. When I first started my YouTube channel, this was like back in 2007, I remember I would stay up at night and I would watch like QVC, and I saw Bare Minerals way back when they just had mineral makeup, and I was obsessed. And for me today, like 10 years later, be able to do a video in collaboration with them is just, it just means a lot to me. So yeah, my Bare Minerals love is real, okay? So anyways, I'm really excited to show you guys this foundation. If any of you guys have like textured skin, big pores, normal skin, dry skin, combination skin, I hope you guys like it. I also just kind of got into a little chit-chatty mode with y'all throughout the video. So this is gonna be a long one. Grab yourself some snacks and let's get started. Well, hello! Here is my bare face with a little exception of some eyebrows on and some eyelashes, but I have nothing on my skin right now, and I just want to give you guys a little overview of my skin. I do not have perfect skin. For all of you who think that I have beautiful, flawless skin, I do have my imperfections. I've always had combination oily skin, I guess you could say, but in the winter months I do get a little more dry. So during the winter months I do have to switch up my foundation, and the one that I've been using lately is the Bare Minerals BarePro Performance Wear Liquid Foundation, and I have the shade Sandstone 16. Sandstone 16 is the perfect, I would describe it as like a light medium with yellow golden undertone foundation. So they do have 30 different shades in this foundation, and it's also supposed to last 24 hours and it's full coverage. But of course, if you don't want to wear full coverage foundation, if you just use a little bit less of this, you could get a more sheer look. So okay, I'm just gonna get started now. I usually take about 2 pumps. That's what I like to start with. And the brush I'm using is the Bare Minerals Luxe Performance brush. This brush is very interesting. I've never had a foundation brush that's shaped like this. So it's designed this way because it wants to be able to get into, you know, just like the tight areas of your face. Personally for me, I like to take my foundation to my eyelid, so this fits perfectly. Like so, and it's just supposed to mimic your fingertips. So I just dip in here and just kind of stipple it on so that I have it wherever I want it, and then I slowly just blend it out. I will say this foundation lasts really long. I don't touch up my makeup at all when I wear this foundation, and keep in mind your girl is oily, okay? But I do not have to touch up on this foundation. It has like a mineral lock technology, which is why it lasts all day. And okay, first of all, can we look at the coverage? Hello! Look at that. Yes, girl. And this pimple on my neck, why is it that pimples just appear in places that they're not appreciated? I, for some reason, just grew a pimple here, I think like a month ago, and I thought it was just one of those that would just, you know, just passing by, just visiting. But this pimple has made itself a permanent resident on my neck. And yeah, it's just there now. I'm taking it up to my forehead, blending it into the hairline just so that it looks nice and even. By the way, the sun is just not coming through for me today. It's pretty dark on this side, which is probably why I have like a little bit of a shadow on my face right now. A lot of you always ask, why is one eyebrow darker than the other? And it isn't darker than the other, it's just the lighting, okay? The lighting is playing me right now. Okay, so then now I'm gonna do the other side. One thing I found about this foundation is that by the end of the night when I wash my face off, but when I cleanse my skin does not feel, what's that word I'm looking for? You know how sometimes you just wear like a really heavy foundation, at the end of the night when you take off your makeup, your skin just looks dull and it looks kind of borderline like gross, and you feel like you have to do a mask. With this foundation, I swear to you, I do not feel like my skin is disgusting afterwards. I think the reason why is because there's papaya enzymes in this foundation, so throughout the day it's like exfoliating your skin and improving the texture. So by the end of the night when I take this off, my skin does not just have that dullness to it. And there's also something that's called bamboo stem extract that's in this foundation. And what it does is that it just kind of gives you more of like a soft focus, blurred pores look. So your skin looks really flawless. After I wear it for about an hour, I slowly start to see like my oils just mixing in with the foundation, and it looks so good. On one of our recent vlogs on Weylie TV, a lot of you were like, oh my God, you're glowing, girl. And I really think it's this foundation, because my skin on its own does not glow. There's no glow whatsoever. There's just oil, okay? But with this foundation, the more I wear it, the more I feel like this glow just comes out. So now I'm just gonna use this brush and go into this area. So you guys might find it weird, like, why am I doing my eyebrows before my foundation? Because I used to always do it the other way. I would do my foundation first and then I do my eyebrows. But I find that whenever I do that, I get a lot of foundation onto my eyebrows. And once I put my eyebrow pencil stuff on, it just looks cakey. So I've been going this way now, where I do my eyebrows first and then my foundation. I just have to be really careful about going around it, but I think my eyebrows just look better this way. So here is the foundation on its own. No concealer, no powder, just one layer of this foundation. So now I'm gonna move on to bronzer and things like that. Last week I tweeted for you guys to send me any questions that you may have for me, and I would answer it in a Twitter Q&A, which I filmed that video I think 2 days ago, and there were just a lot of other questions that I didn't get to in that video. So I thought, since I'm just sitting down here doing my makeup, I wanna kind of catch up with you guys and talk a little bit. So one of the top questions that I got was actually about relationships. So one of the questions that stood out to me is, how do Wa and I stay positive in our relationship? To answer your question, all right, let me just start on my bronzer. We'll talk as we go. The brush I'm using is this dual finish blush and contour brush. It's from Bare Minerals, and the bronzer I'm using today is their Invisible Bronze in Medium. With our relationship, it's crazy, but I feel like we have gone through so much together in the past 6 years, and we went from just being kids, dating, because I was 18 when we started dating and he was 20. Yeah, he was 20. And I feel like we kind of went through that stage of adulting together. And we went from that little stage of just being teenagers, like really wanting to make it in this world and like be successful. As we're getting older, we realize like achieving your goals and dreams and being wealthy is just no longer really important. So for us both growing up, we come from very your average lower middle class families, and growing up our parents would always kind of, you know, tell us like, you have to find a good job, you have to be stable, start a family, save money for your next generation, and blah blah blah, so on and so forth. So for a long time we would be chasing our dreams. We're like, we want to be successful, we want to be this, we want to be that, so that we can save up all this money, so that we can retire early, live this great life, save money for our next generation. But then we realize by doing so, we're not living in the moment anymore. Of course, there's that period where you do have to work hard and just really devote your time and energy into something in order for you to reach your goals, because, you know, nothing is given to you for free. But I guess what we've realized is that while you chase your dreams, you can't lose yourself in the process. We kind of realize like, we don't necessarily have to live this life that our parents told us we're supposed to live. Ever since we made that realization, we've just become just really positive people. Or at least we try to be, because we want every day to be meaningful. We want every day to be lived as if it's our last. And because we both have the same goal in life, I think that's why we have such a positive relationship. Life is just so short, and that's something that we talk about all the time. Wall recently saw this meme. I think he said it was like a Jim Carrey quote or something like that. And that is just so true. Something that you think that you will always have, you just never know when it will be gone. I think this applies to everyone. Every single day, you just have to find the meaning of life. I know this is getting real deep, but really, like every single day, you have to try your best to live your life to the fullest. And even if that means you have to take a little step back and go a little slower to achieve your ultimate goal, but then you're enjoying the process of life through the process, that I think is most important. Okay, that was really long, but I really wanted to get that out there. A lot of you guys always ask like, how are we so positive and stuff? We're human too, and we have our days where we're not positive, but always at the end of the day, I remind myself like, this is a life that I'm so blessed to have, and I'm so lucky to be alive and well that there's no reason for me to be angry at anything. So with having that mindset, it just really helps us grow as partners in a relationship. So now time for a blush so that I look a little rosy and cheeky. So the blush I'm using is called Beauty from Bare Minerals. I'm just gonna dip it in here and I really swirl it in. Do you guys remember the Bare Minerals, I guess, slogan back then? It's swirl, tap, and buff. So I'm just gonna take this on the apples of my cheek and I slowly just build it up. Sometimes on camera, I tend to have to apply more than I normally would wear out in person, just because the lighting washes it out. So I may just apply a little more so you guys can see it more. Everything has been going good with the house. We finally have our kitchen. Our kitchen got put in literally the day before Thanksgiving. I was like, thank you, because we were doing a potluck with our friends and I just want to make sure that we'd be able to like cook and stuff like that. So yeah, our kitchen went in the day before Thanksgiving. We still have to wait for like our backsplash. I still have to wait for my vent hood to be installed. For the most part, the house is finally fully functioning. We still need a few lights around the house, like the kitchen still needs a few lights. The dining area where I'm sitting right now still needs some lights. But other than that, the house is functioning. I'm so grateful, I'm so happy. The next thing I'm going to do is highlight. I'm gonna use that same brush that I applied bronzer with, except I'm gonna use the white side. I believe this side is for highlighter, and I'm gonna go into this highlighter. It's the Invisible Glow Powder Highlighter in medium. So I'm just gonna lightly go right here. Super pigmented, so just taking a really light hand. And then just a little bit on the tip of my nose. And then I do very, very light down the middle. Now I'm gonna take the Seamless Shaping and Finish brush. It looks like this. It has like a tapered tip. I'm just gonna blend all this out. My blush does look a little harsh right now. There we go. Same on the other side. All right, there we go. I think that looks good. And now I'm gonna set my makeup. This is their Translucent Power Duo. So it has a matte powder on this side, and on this side is a highlighter. So I'm gonna go into the matte side, the mattifying powder, and I just kind of go in this area because this is where I tend to get oily. Dust it on my nose, bring it up the T-zone. Okay, so I think we are all done. Here is my full foundation routine. I've been loving this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful, and will try this out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave in the comments down below what video you guys would like to see next. Have a good day. I hope you all have a wonderful December, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.